Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today on this Sunday, May 31st. Hope you're doing great. Good to see everybody. Big Zach said, good morning, crew. Good morning, Big Dog. Hope you're doing great, man. Big Dan, good morning, crew. Let's have a good Sunday. College baseball. What a crazy ride. What a crazy ride indeed. All right. Yeah, we're going to get into that. Lambo, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. College baseball going to be insane today. My friend, it is. Now, let me show you this. You want to talk about insane? Oh my gosh. Look at this. Thunder. Shout out to the Spurs, by the way. All right. So, number one. All right. Yeah, Matt said it. Always right. We MVP. Sorry, I got to get that down. I keep reading it as we MVP. We MVP. Let's go Spurs. Dude, well done to the Spurs, man. All Spurs fans out there, great job. Yeah, Tony said, ouch, dude. Yeah, I got to sink this in for me. I know nobody wants to see this, but I mean, this is just bad. I'm not even going to go through it. It was just bad. All right, we'll see what Florida State does. Can they get us a win? I know. It was terrible, dude. I was sitting there yesterday, like, watching it, and it was like, oh, my God, welcome back. You know what I mean? Welcome back to the postseason. Karen, good morning, DTL. Hey, the Nugs carry the Spurs. Hey, I'm telling you. Shout out to all the Spurs fans. It was unbelievable. Big win. Mr. Jesse Rubes, morning, gang. Good morning. So good to see you. Hope you're doing great. All right. Now, let's jump into it for today. All right, so we're going to have picks. And again, I apologize. I don't have Major League Baseball. I just have college baseball. It's hard. I've been focused on that. It's difficult, right? Yeah, Roddy said Chet got bullied and played down, right? So, yeah, I'm just college baseball today. So if anybody has Major League Baseball, please drop that in. I need it for sure, right? Rick said, go Knicks. Gosh, it's going to be a great finals, man. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. All right. Okay. Let's jump into it. Let's go. Let's see what we have for today. Okay. We'll go through all these games. West Virginia on the money line. Now, look, we have Wake Forest to win the regional, right? So, okay. West Virginia here. It's an elimination game. We'll go through all this and the scenarios of how today is laid out and how tomorrow could be laid out because Monday's going to come into play. All right, not for every regional, but it's going to come into play. All right, so West Virginia money line today, Auburn money line paired with Arkansas money line minus 120, USC money line paired with Miami money line plus 115. Yeah, Tony was talking. What was that? 22 to something yesterday. It was insane. USC and Miami plus 115, and then Oklahoma and UC Santa Barbara money line plus 155. Now you might be saying, AB, only 4 picks. Well, here's the deal. Okay, so let's lay out. So here are the plays that we have for today. So let's lay out what you have in college baseball. Okay, so we have 2 games right now that are going on. The Florida State, and then the Ole Miss and Nebraska. Is that ended? But anyways, what you're gonna have, all right, in every regional is you're gonna have a losers bracket game today, and then you're gonna have the team that is sitting 2-0. Playing tonight. Okay. So I'll explain it. What I mean by this is you're gonna see Athens Regional, Liberty, Boston College. This is an elimination game. Georgia is 2-0. Okay. 2-0. So Liberty, Boston College. Okay. The winner will play Georgia at 5:00, respectively. Okay. The loser goes home. So you have elimination game in the morning, and then you'll have the winner of Liberty Boston College play Georgia tonight. Now, here's the deal. So remember, Georgia's sitting 2-0. So let's say Boston College beats Liberty. So Boston College is going to have to beat Liberty today, beat Georgia tonight, and then come back tomorrow and beat Georgia again. You see what I'm saying? So these teams that are sitting 2-0 today are sitting so unbelievably beautiful because nothing that happens to them today can knock them out. Boston College could beat Liberty. Boston College could beat Georgia. And remember, Boston College is going to have to win 3 games in 2 days to do this. They're going to have to win 2 today and then come back and beat Georgia again. All right, so that's how it gets down. So also with that, okay, is we only have odds for the first game. We don't have odds for the second one. So let me figure that out of how we could drop picks or whatever in time. That's what the Discord is for. But that's the layout for today. I know it took me a minute to explain it, but that's the layout that we have. So these teams that are in the losers bracket are going to have to win 3 games in 2 days. Georgia only has to win 1 game. Georgia wins tonight, it's over. They win it, they're going to the Super Regional and they're hosting, right? They lose, come back tomorrow and play again. So that's how we get down. All right, Boston College and Liberty. Liberty minus, and let me get the banner up. Apologies there. Liberty minus 140 against Boston College. And, of course, we don't have totals against. They took those away. To make it more difficult. No, not coming at them. Today is going to be a wild day. If you have totals, drop those in. I'll try to take a guess. C-Dub said AB. What's up, C-Dub? So good to see you, bro. Tony, no way Miami can beat Florida twice. It's going to be difficult. We're going to go through each one of them. All right. So remember, whoever wins this game is playing Georgia tonight, right? So Liberty minus 140 is total. Also with that, remember this. If you're Boston College, or Liberty, you're gonna have to win 3 games in 2 days. So remember, your pitching has to be perfect. Because when we get to, Boston College versus Georgia or Liberty versus Georgia tonight, these boys have been playing for a bit. You know what I'm saying? So there's so much strategy that goes into this. Oh, we got totals that are dropping now? All right, beautiful. Hey, Christian, 11.5. Man, this was tough. It's tough. Liberty's a good team. All right, Atlanta Regional. So we get Oklahoma and Citadel. We'll get the rematch here. And then the winner will get Georgia Tech tonight. Boy, Georgia Tech is absolutely smoking it, aren't they? This team looks good. What about UCLA? We'll talk about them in a minute. Man, they had to come back in heroic fashion. Ooh, UCLA was almost 0-2. All right, so anyways, Oklahoma and Citadel today. Oklahoma, we're on them, minus 154 on the money line. Have to think, and I'll pull this up full screen. Have to think Oklahoma knows exactly what time it is. Not that I really want to fade the Citadel anymore, but have to think Oklahoma gets through this one. But again, you're going to have to face Georgia Tech tonight. So Oklahoma or Citadel, yeah, hey, they're going to have to win 3 games in 2 days. Auburn, okay, here we go. 14.5 total on that Oklahoma game. Yeah, it makes sense. You're going to see some high totals today. All right, but I'll say this, though. I don't know if you're going to get mashing. Like, you don't get me wrong, you're going to get hitting today, but it's do or die, man. These are all closeout games, all of them. Well, at least for one team. So anyways, UCF and Auburn, okay? And the winner will get Milwaukee. Who would have thought that? Milwaukee sitting 2-0. You're going to have to beat Milwaukee twice. All right, so what's on the line? Okay, well, this is Auburn's regional. So it's going to be obviously a home game for however long Auburn's in this thing. Now, what do we see in this game? I'm on Auburn today. Auburn minus 250 on the money line. But yeah, so here's what Auburn's going to have to do. Auburn's going to have to beat UCF and then beat Milwaukee tonight and then come back tomorrow and beat Milwaukee again. Tough ask, but Auburn could do it. They could do it. This team's played tough, real tough. But here's the thing. Here's the mentality. All right, if you're a fan, player, coach, whatever, Auburn, you can't win 3 games against UCF. You know what I mean? 1 game at a time. Do whatever you have to do because obviously it's out. And I'm not just saying that in Auburn. I'm saying it all these teams, right? 1 game at a time, baby. All right. Yeah, we're on Auburn there. What's the total in that one? Auburn UCF, 12.5. They didn't go 13.5, did they? It's probably going to be low scoring. All right. Austin Regional. We have Tarleton and UC Santa Barbara. Texas sitting 2-0. So same deal. You have to win 3 games in 2 days, baby. All right. So we're on UC Santa Barbara here. Minus 180 on the money line against Tarleton. Again, the story's going to be UC Santa Barbara. You're going to have to put up runs, baby. You're going to have to do it. Now, they're certainly going to try to do it with pitching. That's how UC Santa Barbara gets down. So the name of the game here is Tarleton State team total. You know what I mean? Karen, does anyone know if Milwaukee has pitching or hitting or both? I don't know anything about them. If we have any Milwaukee fans, drop those in. Your thoughts, Lambeau. Auburn minus 162 win regional will not get that price versus Milwaukee if they win versus UCF. That's a great look, too. If anybody's live playing these regional winners, no doubt, right? Yeah, Lambeau's absolutely correct. If you can find your spots, no doubt. All right, Chapel Hill regional. Okay, so East Carolina and VCU, and then North Carolina tonight. Now, this thing has played out perfectly for North Carolina. East Carolina and VCU, I bet this total is going to be pretty high, somewhat. Because I have a feeling that whoever wins between ECU and VCU is going to get worked. And that's not any disrespect to East Carolina or VCU. It's just North Carolina's that good, and they are so far ahead in pitching and all of that. So that's what you got, man. Now, in game one, VCU and ECU. ECU minus 230 on the money line. Boy, this one's tough. East Carolina's a tough team. They're a tough team. Yeah. This total 11.5. Yeah, it makes sense. Adam, ECU just hangs around. They do, man. Which is good, or it would good and bad. You know what I mean? Look, Southern Miss, same deal. And they're gone. Tizzle, what up, y'all? Crazy weekend so far. Bro, we were just talking about that, man. It's insane. Good to see you, man. So, all right. So, again, yeah. And Whale, good to see you, too. Obviously, big dog. Yeah, so remember, man, like VCU and ECU, after this game, I mean, they're going to be torched in pitching. Torched. North Carolina might do work tonight. All right, College Station Regional, Texas State and USC. Losers bracket, winner will get Texas A&M. Shout out to Texas A&M, man. This team is tough. This team is tough. They fight. Now, this regional ain't easy. Texas State and Southern Cal, these two good teams. Look at Texas State. They won 37 games. The Sun Belt's no joke. So, USC, man, minus 238 on the money line. Texas State plus 180. That's respect, dude. Seriously. USC, top 5 pitching staff in the country. You know that's how they're going to try to get down today. But it's an elimination game, man. So, look, man, we're on USC. We haven't paired with Miami. You can see it down there at the bottom. I think USC handles their business. But, again, you're going to have to beat Texas State. Then going to have to beat Texas A&M tonight. Then going to have to beat Texas A&M tomorrow. It is a tough road, big dog. But Southern Miss could do it. Or Southern Miss, I'm sorry. Southern Cal. All right, Oregon Regional. Washington State, Oregon State. All right, we get the rematch. Johnny Boy said, well, morning, crew. Morning, big dog. So good to see you, man. All right. Where we go here? We get the rematch. Oregon sitting pretty. Their own regional, sitting 2-0. Steam sitting nice. Now, Washington State took out Oregon State in game 1. Do they do it again? I mean, we just looked at this game 2 days ago. Washington State handled their business. Oregon State, gonna have to score runs. What's this total at? 10.5? 11.5 probably. Addison, what's up, big dog? Norway up 1-0 over Canada in the IIHF gold medal game. Let's go. Tizzle said, I'm not paying to find out. Excuse me. Yeah, I agree. Kevin, yes, sir. It's a Sunday morning jam with the People's Capper, Big AB. I'm ready for a Sunday, sir. Me too, big dog. It's so good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing great, man. It's going to be a great Sunday. It's going to be a crazy Sunday. All right, so Washington State, man, that plus 220 is sitting right there. Same thing we said on Friday. It's sitting right there. But can they do it again? Whale said, not betting this with your money. Well said. This is going to be a tough game right here. All right, Gainesville Regional. All right, Miami and Troy. And then we get Florida. All right, Florida sitting 2-0, looking good. All right, Miami and Troy here. Miami minus 188 on the money line. We're on the Hurricanes here. What's this total? 12.5? Is it 12.5? Adam, that needs to be a shirt. The People's Cavern. Dude, that'd be awesome. With the cigar lit. I wish they'd let it happen. Let's hit the like button on this glorious Sunday. Let's do it, man. Absolutely. 13.5? Makes sense. Yep. They juiced it up one. All right. I mean, what are you going to get from Miami after last night? By the way, Japan. AB, I'm here to tell you, you the man. Hey, thanks, big dog. That's right back at you, man. This total's 15.5. Whoa. That's a huge total. The books are telling you pitching is gone in this game. Yeah. Liddy, AB, I'm here to tell you that Japan is always right. Y'all are the best. All right, that's another thing too. All right, Matt Liddy. That was fun. That was a good comment. These totals in game twos today, the second game today, are going to be massive because, I mean, you're just going to be running out of pitching, man. Look, everybody that's played baseball at any level, that's played tournament ball, whether it's, little league, middle school, junior high, high school, any of it, it's all the same, man. Right? It's all the same. Tournament baseball. You do not want to be in the losers bracket. It's so hard to come out of it. So, all right. So, yeah, man, we have 15.5. Keep an eye on the totals. Yeah, they're going to go, especially in these game twos today. All right, Hattiesburg. Look at this. You notice something? There's 3 teams left, and the team that's hosting is gone. I don't think any Southern Miss fans are going to be at the game today. So, what do you get here, man? Gosh, it's tough. I love this Southern Miss team. This college baseball postseason is a grind. I mean, we're not even at super regionals yet. Just wait. When these teams pair off, oh my gosh. All right. So Jacksonville State, Virginia. Winner gets Little Rock. Look at Little Rock sitting 2-0. They're scary. Yes, they are. Dude, 38 wins coming out of the OVC. Ohio Valley, stand up. Let's go. Dude, this is a nice regional matchup. We got Conference USA, OVC, ACC. I love it. All right. Jacksonville State, minus 154. All right, so Virginia did the business, took care of Southern Miss. Now, what do you get? If you're Little Rock, you're saying, I want Virginia and Jacksonville State to go 17 innings. That's another thing. Look, this is a baseball, like, if you like the strategy of baseball, this postseason is built for you, buddy. Absolutely built for you, man. Because you're betting a game this morning that we have, and then it's going to end. Odds are going to pop up, and we're going to have to make decisions quickly. And pay attention to these first games today. If you have any extra innings, 14, 15 inning games, whoever wins that is going to be throwing their second baseman tonight. You know what I'm saying? So you have all kinds of strategy things going on here. Oh, man. All right. Kansas. Boy, we got some baseball today. Okay. Arkansas Northeastern. Arkansas. Now facing it. Okay. Against Northeastern, winner gets Kansas tonight. And if they beat Kansas, they got to do it again tomorrow. Kansas playing good baseball, buddy. Kansas playing real good baseball. All right, Arkansas is minus 315. We're on Arkansas, paired them with Auburn. Like Arkansas to win the game today. Now, first off, and it's not going to be easy. I would say this. Arkansas is going to swing at everything. What's the total here? 13.5? Arkansas team total might not be a bad look if you could bet that. Now, here's the deal, though. And I'm not counting out Northeastern at all. They could beat Arkansas, no doubt. Whoever wins this is going to be facing a tough one in Kansas tonight. This Kansas team is efficient, man. Total of 12.5. Yeah. I kind of dig it. Especially if you got Arkansas. Look, so here's the other thing, too. So if we had Arkansas money line by itself, and then we played the over 12.5, that would essentially mean that we have Arkansas team total over 6.5. Right? If you're kind of looking at it that way. Man, this is going to be a good one. Arkansas's got to get the job done. But with that, man, they've got pressure. Arkansas has serious pressure now. Big Joel made it. Go Spurs, go. Hey, we were just talking about the Spurs, man, a little bit ago. Dude, well done. Well done. This finals is going to be awesome, man. Spurs and the Knicks. Oh, it's going to be great. What it do? 100, dude. So good to see you, man. That win VP, like the Spurs, man. This team is so good. They're fun to watch, too. All right, so Lincoln Regional here. Okay, now, here's the deal with this. So we have Ole Miss and Nebraska that was postponed coming to finish up today. So you're going to get a Monday game here. You might get 2 Monday games. All right, so, yeah, I loved your question. I just lost it. Yeah, Tizzle. Over under 2.5 Monday games. We'll go through that. We'll go through that after we finish the games. I think we're gonna get some. All right. So anyway, so Ole Miss and Nebraska, you see it 6-3 here. Winner will get Arizona State. Okay. We'll figure it out. We're gonna go from there. All right. So we don't have anything on that. All right. UCLA Regional. Okay. UCLA. This has been risky, pal. You're lucky to be here. What? Okay, now, let me just show you the odds real quick. UCLA is minus 810. So there's nothing that we can do in regards to betting UCLA unless you want to pair it with something that's minus 110, right? But here's the deal. I thought UCLA was going to go off last night. I mean, was it 6-5? At some point, and it might be this one, they go off. It's good. They're too good not to. But again, I don't know what this total is going to be. 11.5, 12.5. Yeah, it's going to be risky, man. So anyway, so that's UCLA there. All right. Morgantown, West Virginia, taking on Wake Forest. Oh, this is going to be a game. Look at Kentucky sitting 2-0. This Kentucky team, dude, the Batcats sitting good. All right. Now, this is a huge game. We've got West Virginia on the money line. minus 135. Wake Forest plus 105. I mean, it is pretty much straight up. I agree. I think they nailed the money lines perfect here. What's the total here? 12 and a half? This is gonna be an awesome baseball game today. Tony, no total yet? Yeah, it makes sense. This is gonna be a tough game. And then the winner's gotta go up against Kentucky tonight. All right, Starkville Regional, Mississippi State sitting 2-0, Cincinnati and Louisiana. Oh, that's a tough game. Is there anybody who is like, this is my number one game today? Like, I know exactly how this one's getting down. It's tough. Cincinnati minus 180 on the money line. Look, I'm going to be honest, man. I kind of like Louisiana. Plus 140. Now, I'm not betting it, but I kind of like Louisiana here. All right, Tallahassee Regional. So, Coastal Carolina, Florida State. Obviously, you got to finish that game up. St. John's in Northern Illinois. Okay. We got a total in this one. Of course, they give a total. Yeah. 13. I think the play is St. John's, man. Keep going with the Johnnies. I don't have a good look on this. I don't. All right, Tuscaloosa Regional, USC Upstate, Oklahoma State, Alabama sitting 2-0. This super regional's played out nicely for Alabama, and I don't say that negatively. Like, oh, Alabama. Like, I'm not saying that. They got a good draw, and they are taking advantage of that. Credit to them. That's exactly what you want to do, man. I've got to think Oklahoma State minus 188 on the money line. Look, USC Upstate is no joke. No joke. Oh, my goodness. Joe, a 99.99 super sticker. Oh, my goodness. On the finals, baby. Oh, my goodness. Joe, I could just hug you. My God. I drive to you and hug you. It's unbelievable. Oh, my goodness, man. Dude. Dude, that's unbelievable. Seriously, thank you. Bottom of my heart, thank you. All right, if anybody is around Joe, you pick up the drinks and you send the tab over here. Joe, you're the real deal, brother. All right, what do we do? Oklahoma, you think Oklahoma State gets USC Upstate? You think they get them? Face Alabama? Here we go. Hey, Aaron Judge. Okay. All right. So let me start back at the beginning. All right. So we went through the games. Let's go back to taking a look and setting up what we could have tonight and possibly tomorrow. Here are the picks, by the way. You can see them at the bottom. Tony, AB, you don't want my Sunday tab with the boys. Y'all getting down. I love it. All right, so let's take a look at winning the regional, right? This is going to be hard. I don't know if we're getting to Monday here. I don't think so. All right. Don't think we're getting to Monday here. I think the state of Georgia might wrap this thing up today. Yeah. Auburn. I think we're getting to Monday. And again, I'm not saying this like I'm not knock on wood, like I'm not putting you know what I mean. But yeah, I think we got a great opportunity here. It especially if Auburn can do this and not have to burn a ton of bullpen arms in innings, right? You got to kind of finesse that line a little bit. Now, you can also, forget finessing. We have to win this game is also the mentality with that, right? So, look, Auburn's going to be fine. Look, Auburn's dealt with this. They've done this all year long. I think this is a candidate for a Monday for sure. Austin, don't know. Now, UC, if we get UC, well, I don't want to take it away from Tarleton. UC Santa Barbara in a low-scoring affair could get Texas. If you catch Texas in a laissez-faire kind of mentality. Now, here's also the thing to think about. These teams that are sitting 2-0, okay, you have strategy as well. Remember LSU when they would bring Paul Skeens out of the bullpen? It's all hands on deck, right? So you could see teams like Texas say, because Texas is in normal weekend mode, Friday starter, Saturday starter, Sunday starter. You know what I'm saying? So that's another advantage that these teams are 2-0. They're in standard operating procedures here. But if you're Texas, you could say, well, we're going to hold our number 3. We'll throw our midweek guy. We'll start our midweek guy, our Tuesday, Wednesday guy. Because we think we can get you. You know what I mean? Now, again, I'm not saying that specifically Texas is saying that, but that's the mentality. North Carolina could do that as well, right? I don't know if we're getting out of this. This thing might end tonight. Chapel Hill, this thing's probably going to end tonight. ECU and VCU, shout out to them. Both of them beat my team. Tennessee, 0-2. But these two teams are good. But they have, both of them have been throwing arms. Whoever wins is going to be facing a nightmare tonight. I don't know if this is going to Monday. I don't think so. This could go to Monday. Either of these teams could beat A&M. I'm not saying they do. I'm just saying they could. Anybody could beat anybody. We know that. But if SC gets past Texas State, look out. And again, I'm not saying anything negative against Texas State, but Southern Cal has the arms to do this. I don't know if Texas State does. And again, I'm not taking a shot at them. That's just the effort that it's going to take to get to a Monday. You know what I mean? Like you're going to have reserves, man. Guys that are ready to play. But Southern Cal could do it. They're a team that's not afraid to play old school baseball, 4-3 style, 9-inning, stress-inducing game. They played a bunch of those and won a bunch of those. So we'll see. This one's a candidate. But you're going to have to do it. I mean, you're going to have to earn it. A&M's, look at him, dude. Hanging tough, man. Man, yo, what up, gang? What's up, big dog? Hey, so good to see you, man. All right. Oregon Regional, I don't know if this is given to Monday. I think Oregon's probably going to handle their business. Whoever wins, Washington State and Oregon State, they're going to be out of pitching. If you're Oregon, you're thinking runs. Runs for these teams that are sitting 2-0, runs. That, like, if you're thinking in life, like, how do I get life better? You know what I mean? Like, most people would say, hey, start saving more money, things like that, right? Well, Oregon's been saving their money, buddy. They got pitching. They got all of it set up. Normal weekend operation. I don't think this is going to Monday. I think Oregon's probably going to handle their business tonight. Gainesville. All right. If if Florida if Florida's hitting like they did last night, no chance. There might not be any chance here. I'm not going to say that there isn't. Miami and Troy could certainly beat Florida. Could certainly do it. But Florida's playing great ball right now, man. Sullivan, he's a hell of a manager. They know what they're doing. This one's going to be tough. I'll be honest. I don't know. I'll say this. I think you're going to get Florida going off again. Once you start getting the home run fest going, like that means that everyone's seeing the ball very well and hitting with confidence. And hitting is contagious, man. Hey, Tony, no chance. They said, I saw somebody in the comment section on YouTube say they were going to play that Vince McMahon song when he walks into court. No chance, yelling at the judge. Vincent Kennedy McMahon. All right. Yeah, I don't know if this one's getting to Monday. I got to feel it like there are levels of everybody's hitting, and it's like if you're, piecing together singles, seeing eye singles, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying anything negative on that. That's one thing. If dudes are lacing doubles, hitting gaps, line drive, barreling up, getting good wood on it, that's another thing. If everybody just starts hitting home runs, it's over. It's over. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing because they're all feeling it completely, and that is contagious as well. So I think that Florida saw it yesterday, saying, "Oh, we're just going to do this." Mario, yeah, and look, it's not a shot at Miami or Troy. We've bet Florida this year a ton, and they haven't always been the most consistent. But right now, they're all over it. Okay, this could go. This could go Monday, and I have no idea. Jacksonville State could win this regional. Virginia could win this regional. And Little Rock is sitting there saying, I don't care about either of you two. This one's all over the place. Yeah. I don't know, though. The way Little Rock's playing, Little Rock might be saying, go ahead and start selling those super regional tickets. Let's go. Shout out to him, man. It's awesome. Yeah, I don't know where you're going to go here. All right. This is automatically a candidate for Monday. And that's just because you have Arkansas in here. That said, though, I don't know. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but it might just be hopeful dreams, buddy. Kansas is playing phenomenal baseball and have been. This is a very good team. So we'll give the respect, but yeah, man. Tizzle, planting my flag, Kansas bounces the Hogs. Yeah, this Kansas team is playing on fire, man. So yeah, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, I mean this one's all jacked up. And I think with these teams, yeah, we're gonna be all over it. Okay, this one's interesting. So UCLA lost to St. Mary's on Friday and almost lost to Virginia Tech yesterday. I think UCLA wakes up. I think UCLA gets all over St. Mary's, and Nothing against the Gales, buddy. Love them. Prince, real quick. Live bet alert. Scotland women's FA Cup final. Rangers, Celtic. Rangers double chance plus 120. Quarter unit play. Let me get you the respect, sir. Let's go. I love that song, dude. Hey, Prince, I love you too. All right, so here we go. Rangers double chance plus 120 quarter unit play. Let's go. Thank you so much for that. All right, yeah. Look, I think this. I'm not going to say it is going Monday, but I think you got a chance. AJ, Big Al said, "What's up? Chance up." Oh my goodness, man. Tell him I said hello. Oh, I love him to death, man. Give him a big old hug for me, man. Oh, hope y'all are doing great. So good to see you. Chance up, baby. Yes, sir. I love it. Those are my people, man. Those are great folks right there. Great folks. All right. Yeah, so UCLA here. They gotta do work, but I think they do. So coming into it, UCLA knows you have to win a doubleheader. That all of these teams that are playing here, like we talk about, you got to win 3 games in 2 days. Well, essentially today you have to win a doubleheader. That's what you have to do. Okay. You can only win 1 game at a time, but UCLA, they know. If UCLA comes out and immediately starts hammering St. Mary, and again, look, this is the tough part, is that everything with UCLA is going to be so juiced. But if they come out and hammer St. Mary's, and I mean, just immediately start getting to work, they'll probably do the same thing to Cal Poly. And then in a 1 game on Monday, wouldn't be surprised to see it. But that's what it's going to take, even for the number 1 team in the country. And remember, Vanderbilt was the number 1 team in the country last year and didn't make it out of regionals. It's hard. But if there's a team that can do it, man, it's UCLA. So, yeah, I think we'll probably get to a Monday here. I don't know. Kentucky is playing great. But you got West Virginia and Wake Forest. So automatically we give the benefit of the doubt. This could certainly go Monday. Whoever wins between West Virginia and Wake Forest, whoever wins, it could absolutely go Monday. But let me tell you, and not that I need to tell anybody, right? You're going to have to earn it, man. If it's, well, here's the other thing, but if it's Wake Forest, it's a home game for Kentucky. And not that Wake won't have fans, but it's a home game for Kentucky. If West Virginia gets bounced, Big Blue Nation, they ain't playing. They show up. So we'll give the respect, because West Virginia and Wake Forest, 100%. They could make the gauntlet run, right? 3 games, 2 days. They could run that gauntlet. But Hoss, it ain't gonna be easy. Okay, here's the other thing too. If we get West Virginia and Kentucky, and we're on West Virginia to win the game. If we get West Virginia and Kentucky tonight, you want to talk about an atmosphere game? Oh man, that place is going to be electric tonight. Starkville. All right, Mississippi State sitting 2-0. I don't think we're getting a Monday here, boys. I don't think we're doing it. Matty boy, so good to see you, man. Big Kyle, so good to see you too, bro. Yeah, Mississippi State, this is going to be a problem. The dude is going to be a madhouse tonight. Because you know what you got? You know what you got. I'll tell you what you got. You got a whole bunch of Mississippi State fans that have been here before. They know what to do, and they also know what to do in regards to tailgating. So you're going to get Mississippi State fans that are out at their home park tailgating in a beautiful Sunday. After church, head on out. You get to watch this. Well, you don't even have to go into the first game. You could just tailgate all day long. And then at 8 o'clock tonight, the dude is going to be a drunken madhouse. I'm telling you, watch. It's like the Masters for these SEC schools, man. I'm telling you. And not that it isn't for others. I'm just saying the organization of getting a bunch of people together to drink, they do it. And they'll do it today. So you're going to have, man, that place, you want an atmosphere for that one? Tonight's going to be awesome. I assure you of that. All right. Yeah. Respect. This thing could get absolutely crazy, and it's going to. So, yeah, Monday for sure. Well, not for sure. You get what I'm saying. Like, for sure, we're giving the benefit of the doubt. Well, absolutely unreal tailgates. Agreed, right? And it's like, and I say that as like a fan of an SEC school as well. You know what I mean? Like, even still, Mississippi State knows what they're doing. Mississippi State baseball fans, buddy, they've been running this program for a while. They know how to tailgate for sure, man. All right, so Tuscaloosa, I'll be honest, I don't think so. JR said, how do I find you on Discord, AB? Let me get you right here. Scan that QR code right down there. Also, it's in the show description. If you just click details on YouTube, you can find it there as well. So good to see you, Big Dog. I like that hat too, man. That's a good looking, man. I need one of those. That's a great looking hat. I've been trying to find one, and my head doesn't shape right. I like that a lot. All right, so Tuscaloosa. I don't know, man. Like this has been a great, just a great regional for Alabama. Again, nothing against them, nothing against any of the other teams here. They just don't line up with Alabama very well. Like Alabama lines up on paper well against Alabama State, USC Upstate, Oklahoma State, and nothing against them. I don't think we're getting a Monday. Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Yeah, Bama defense can play like yesterday if they want to avoid Monday. Agreed. Which also goes to Bama go come but try to hit early. This is another one. That this place will be rocking tonight. This place is gonna be rocking. Tizzle, AB rocking the Bear Bryant cap. I'm telling you, they look so good, right? Like, and he had more. JR had more of the. I want more of kind of the outdoors, right? Yeah, man, it looks good. Yeah, I haven't been able to find one. Dude, I would go with the fedora as well. But you have to like, it's tough to pull that off. Bear Bryant had it with the houndstooth. You know what I mean? Like he had it. Like dude, Bear Bryant he looked good. He had it going on. My man was dressed to impress. Yeah, look, I don't think we're going to Monday here. I think it's gonna be rocking tonight. I think Alabama's gonna handle their business. We'll see. I mean, either these look, Alabama is not infallible by any means. That's why it's difficult to say it. And it's not a shot at Alabama, right? But you know, they're not a perfect team. But that said, it's just gonna be tough to beat them, and especially if they start scoring runs. If they don't, though, here's okay. I hope you guys have a minute. I want to go through another thing. Okay, we'll start with Alabama. We'll go backwards. Which teams are going to be playing with ultra pressure. You see what I'm saying? So let's walk through that real quick. Then we'll get out of here. I promise. I don't want to keep you all morning. But we just have so many scenarios. All right. Alabama, they won't be playing with any pressure tonight. If they get to tomorrow, though, look out because they're going to need their bats to do it. This one's going to be chaos all over the place. Mississippi State, not too much pressure. I mean, again, any of these teams that are hosting, sitting 2-0, if they get to Monday, obviously there's pressure, but Mississippi State would be all right. Kentucky would be all right because it's not like, we're saying, oh, my God, Kentucky had to win a national championship this year. You know what I mean? Like, we're not talking about it like that. I'm not saying disrespectful. But, no, we won't have any there. Kentucky's just going to keep playing their tails off. Yeah, I mean, well, Cal Poly, I mean, no pressure there. UCLA's certainly going to be feeling it. But they play well with it. Ole Miss, Nebraska, Arizona State. I think that this is an Ole Miss. I mean, be some pressure, but you just go get great baseball in this regional. There's pressure here. All right, so let's think scenario. And again, Northeastern can absolutely beat Arkansas. Absolutely. Right? Tizzle, calling my shot. 4 winner-take-all Monday games. There we go. I'm with you. I think we're going to get some, man. Well, we no rush AB. There we go, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah. All right, so this one, man. Okay, and again, not taking a shot at Northeastern, but for the scenario. If Arkansas beats Northeastern and beats Kansas tonight, oh, heavens. Tomorrow, in a winner-take-all with Arkansas and Kansas, with Arkansas and Kansas, which one are you? Man, this is our Kansas. State names are interesting. All right, so anyway, we need a your Kansas, too. All right, I'm going to stop. This is the worst joke of all. But, dude, there's going to be massive pressure if we get to Monday for both of these teams. Or whoever gets there, right? But mainly if it's Arkansas and Kansas. If Arkansas beats Northeastern and then beats Kansas tonight, oh, heavens. Like, Dave Van Horn might be coaching for his job. He might be doing it today. Yeah, there's going to be all kinds. If Arkansas wins both today, oh heavens. Not really any pressure in this one because that was last night and it's gone. This is why regionals get ticket sales in advance. It is tough when you host a regional and you are no longer a part of the regional and you've already paid for tickets throughout. All right. Yeah. So Addison. Yeah. I mean, there's not going to be any pressure. This is going to be fun. There'll be pressure here. Florida definitely. If it gets to Monday, regardless of if it's Miami or Troy, certainly going to be pressure. Not a ton, but there will be, though, because Florida baseball's just been weird the last 3 years, man. It's been weird. And especially if it's Miami. And again, nothing against Troy. It's just in-state rival. I mean, it would just make it larger. If Miami won 2 games today, Florida would definitely be feeling pressure. I don't think you're gonna have a whole lot here. I think Oregon handles their business. Now, if Oregon State wins 2 today, then I mean, you don't even have to describe it. These two fan bases don't really like each other. If we get Oregon State, Oregon tonight, it's going to be a good game. I think Oregon handles their business regardless of whoever wins. But, yeah, if it gets to Monday, Oregon will definitely be feeling that pressure. Oh, yeah, for sure here, too. Either one. Texas State or USC can absolutely win 2 games today. And Texas A&M fans will tell you, it can get shaky. Tennessee fans are very similar, right? You got a whole lot of them, but that the atmosphere can, because do not get me wrong, College Station, this is another one that's going to be a madhouse in terms of tailgating and I mean, you already know, A&M gets down, but if A&M comes out, starts getting whooped tonight, that loud atmosphere could turn into a quiet atmosphere, and you start to feel that. So we'll see. Yeah, this one, but I don't know. I mean, A&M's playing good ball. Don't think this one. Well, we already talked about that. Yeah. Now, North Carolina would certainly have pressure if this gets to Monday. No doubt. Because everyone knows, like, this North Carolina team can do it. They can win. They can. Any of these teams right now can win a national championship, any of them. But North Carolina can very much win one, right? So, not that, North Carolina is just a full pressure cooker all the time. On baseball, it's a good fan base, is what I mean. But they can certainly, but I don't know. I don't know if we're getting to a Monday here. They're so good. And there's no pitching. There's going to be no pitching left for ECU or VCU. Oh, God. Okay. So any Texas fan will tell you 100% there would be pressure here. Oh, God. Texas does not want to get this to Monday. No. I would expect Texas tonight to play very professional baseball. And again, I am not saying it as I have concerns about Texas. I don't. Texas, the same thing that we said about North Carolina is 1,000% the same thing about Texas. Texas can absolutely win a national championship. This team is, they ain't no joke. However, it's just, you've been here before and you've seen it fall apart. And I'm not putting that on Texas. It just means that you've been here a lot and you've seen heartbreak. You know what I mean? And it's been a little bit since Texas brought home a national championship. Again, we see the clips of Augie on YouTube. They're funny. You know what I mean? But you look at me like, Texas needs a national championship. That's what this program does. So, yeah, any Texas fan will tell you, you get to Monday, they tell you they'd be the most nervous. But I don't think it's getting there. It could, though. I don't want to say it can't because, I mean, we love the Gauchos. And nothing against Tarleton, but yeah. Well, Milwaukee's not going to feel pressure. What Milwaukee's going to feel is, please don't get to Monday. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that Milwaukee's sitting there scared. They're not. They're 2-0. Look at them. Auburn wants it. And same for UCF, but I say it as this is Auburn's regional, right? Auburn's nervousness is this game. If Auburn goes out, handles their business against UCF, I'm not saying it has to go out and beat them 22-8, like just a good win. And, you don't have to go crazy in terms of, bullpen usage to get there. Auburn are coming in with a lot of confidence tonight. And Milwaukee will too, because there's nothing to lose. Until it gets to the next day. Right? So, yeah. Auburn's pressure game is this. And again, it'll be Milwaukee too, but just get that one. You got to win 2 today. Just get the first one in. You get that first one in, man. You go back. You go back in the clubhouse. All right, boys. Let's go. Let's go right. Let's go right to BP. Don't even want to stop. We change the uniforms because we have to. Other than that, let's go. That's the mentality. I think that's what you get with Auburn. But you're going to have to come out and handle it. You know what I mean? So that Auburn UCF is going to be a game today. But I like Auburn. This team's fought. They have fought, and they won a lot of games doing that. Atlanta Regional, I don't think Georgia Tech is even. I don't even know if Georgia Tech's watching game 1. And I'm not putting that as like Georgia Tech is, hey, we don't have to worry about it. No. Georgia Tech's running their own program. Whatever you're doing, go to the store for you, buddy. Write down what you need for the month. The detail crew will go to Costco for you. You just write it down. We got it. You just write it down. Because that's what Georgia Tech is doing to everybody. It's just dismantling people. Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're infallible. Yeah, Japan, run to the store. You need anything. Exactly. Yeah. Like, they're playing with so much confidence. And that's the thing about them, too, is like, they're a little cocky, but nowhere near where they could be. Georgia Tech could be out here just rubbing people's faces in it. I wouldn't blame them, but they're not, man. This is a business team. Yeah, Georgia Tech gives either one the belt. Yep. They feed off of it, too. That's the scariest part, is like they're not even in it to like mess around, to like play with their food. It is just a bear finding a baby deer. You know what I mean? Not to put that imagery in anyone's heads, but they just go. There's no hesitation with this team, man. Yeah. I don't know if the ball Lackey hit Friday has landed yet. Georgia Tech is a problem. A problem. So is Georgia. Yeah. I have a good feeling that the state of Georgia is wrapping this thing up. Now, Georgia would certainly feel pressure if this got to Monday. Certainly. Because this is all kind of new. You know what I mean? And the expectation, not that the fan base is like going crazy of like, hey, we demand a change. Georgia fans are good. They're not doing that. But you get to a point where you realize you're like, oh, we're really good. Like we actually can win a national championship. You know what I mean? Like that's the realization. And not that Georgia fans just had this. I mean, they won the SEC regular season and then followed it up with the SEC conference tournament, right? Like Georgia's been smoking cats. Number one home run team hitting in the country. But they've done it the last month with a lot of tighter games. And I say that as a good thing. You know? I saw plenty of Tennessee teams that set records in terms of home runs. You get to the postseason, home runs, you're not hitting them anymore. You're gone quickly. But this Georgia team is not like that. Don't get me wrong. They can hit home runs off of anybody. Anybody is off of any pitcher, any team is putting out there. But they've been winning tight games too. But they would certainly feel pressure on Monday. But I just don't know if we'll get there. No pressure, no diamonds. Absolutely. So there we go. All right. We'll get the picks. We'll get out of here. All right. So West Virginia, money line today, minus 135. Auburn, money line. Arkansas, money line. Put those two together, minus 120. USC, money line. Miami, money line, plus 115. And then Oklahoma, money line. UC Santa Barbara, money line, plus 155. All right. Now, let me figure out how to get picks and everything for this afternoon. Because, again, remember, we're going to have sets of 2 games today, and we only have the odds for the first one. So let me figure it out. The tough part is that I can't set a time because I don't know when the books are going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I could set it, but I don't know if the books are going to have the information or not. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. The Discord right here. Let me pull the banner down. Right there. Join that Discord. It's absolutely free. And all the communication, everything, we drop it in there. Also, look at that. Go to Roku City. Also, hit the notification bell. For real, I know most like channels say that because, you know, they want obviously the engagement and interaction of everybody knowing. But on this channel, like, it absolutely helps. You know, like, I won't. This is not one of those where I'm sending 50 posts a day and you're like, okay, turn the notifications off. I didn't know you were psychotic with them. That's not it at all. Like, I'm not putting up a bunch of posts. I'm not putting up any of that. But we do go live at wild times just because we have to. So this is a good channel for that. All right, we'll jump out of here. Man, love y'all to death. It's going to be a great Sunday. Again, Joel with a $99.99 super sticker. You're unbelievable, man. All of you guys are. Thank you so much. All right. I'll get back to you. Enjoy the first round of games. It's going to be crazy that some of these teams are going to be getting knocked out already. But, man, welcome to the postseason. All right. Love y'all to death. Going to be a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace. Who's got it better than us?